Great news for the club.
Good chat up line. Yeah, it's a fantastic news for the club. It's somebody we know and trust. It's somebody that had been looking to come back, was hoping to get a spot in the Reading side. Myself and my brother Pete, our chief scout, we've kept in touch with the club because we didn't want to lose it to someone else because we wasn't on top of it. So I'm really pleased. It's a shame that he's missed the early part of the season, but he's only missed 4 league games sort of thing. And no, we're happy. We needed that extra little bit of strength in depth, if you like, another player that we know. And he was fantastic for us last season, so we're really pleased to have him back. And by the looks of him, he's manned up again, a little bit. He's summered well, as they say, and he can't keep playing with development squads. I think he's got 3 kids. How can you still be playing with a development squad? He ain't, by the way.
What is it that's made the difference that Reading have let him come out now?
Well, just the fact that Yapstam went in, and he of course you have to assess as a new manager. You have to assess your players. He's assessed everybody. He's started bringing his own players in. I think only this week he brought in a couple of centre backs, so it puts the younger lads a little bit further down the pecking order. And Rob said, look, I'd rather be playing in the league and getting the experience of league games rather than again being in in the under 23s, I think it is now. So and we spoke to him and they agreed that he could come out, and we're grateful for that because hopefully when he goes back again, we'll give him back a championship player.
You talk about chartmification of players. How quickly can Rob sort of slot straight back in, do you think?
Well, he'll be able to slot straight back in because we haven't changed any of our mindset or philosophy or tactics or the way of doing things. So he'll fit into that well, and he coped with it very well as well. Right from sort of the day one that he came in, he was one of those strong characters that could deal with whatever came his way, and he came through that, and he became one of our players of the season.
And how much does that now give you the opportunity, if you wanted to go to 3 centre halves? You sort of played a lot last season, but haven't really used this season.
Yeah, well, Rob can play, as we know, he can play that right wing back role as well. He can play any one of the 3 centre halves. He can also play as a deep midfielder in the centre of midfield. So he gives you lots of options, Rob. But it still allows us to go 3 centre halves. If it's 2, then he can play in that as well. So it just depends on the injuries, who's doing well. You can't expect every player to be playing 55, 60 games a year. 46 in the league, and then obviously in cups and all that we're out of 1, but there's still a couple more to come. So you're going to need everybody, and I'm just pleased he can be a vital part of our cog.
Thank you.
No problem.
Gary, you said Dylan was one of the best goalkeepers you've ever worked with, and I don't want to hype Rob up too much, but was he one of the best loan signings you made, do you think?
I think. What do you mean, here or in my career?
Because he made such an impact last season, didn't
he? He did make a fantastic impact. But I've had other loans as well that have done that. I mean, we got one at the moment in Russell Griffiths, who I think has been fantastic for a young lad who hadn't played in the league before. This is it. It's when you have to take a chance with an 18, 19-year-old. If you leave it too late, somebody else gets them. So sometimes you have to bring them in and keep your fingers crossed a little bit. They've got quality, but you need to give them the games, and then you'll see that they're ready or not ready, as the case may be. But yeah, Rob came in and he showed he was ready straight away.
You had to wait a little bit for him last summer, didn't you? A little bit, because you wanted him earlier, and then obviously this year you wanted him for the start of the season, but you got him eventually. So
well, both times Reading, he's that close to. I mean, Reading went played him in some of the first team games in pre-season, in most of them actually. So we thought we'd lost him, but we thought we'd just wait in case Reading brought in a couple of centre halves, in which case he would be further down the pecking order. And so we kept in touch, and it was good that we did. And he enjoyed it here last year. There's no doubt about that. And he's good company. The lads enjoy him being around, and it's a very, very good loan signing for us.
And he can score hat-tricks as well, which is another feather to us.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is sort of bittersweet, that game, wasn't it? Because that was the same game that he got injured in as well, and he missed the last few games of the season. But he was at every one of those games, so you could see that he was, embodied into our club, because him and Dylan kept coming to all them games despite being injured. So credit to him.
Yeah. Cheers, Gary.
No problem.